What if? It's a phrase the worst-case worrier will utter. What if four-time Indy 500 winner AJ Foyt's life ended in his 1965 NASCAR crash at Riverside International Raceway, as it almost had after slamming into the infield and being pronounced dead before being resuscitated? What if two-time NASCAR Cup champion Joe Weatherly hadn't met his end at this unkempt track? What if 21 people in total hadn't lost their lives at this dangerous circuit? What if it continued, happening again and again? What if the carnage went forward into motorsports' future? What if Formula One went back to the circuit as they had in 1960? Would we have lost an F1 legend? What about NASCAR Cup, sports car racing, IndyCar, and the long list of other major and minor series that would pull the card and fancy a dance with fate? What if things had gone longer and gotten worse? Or putting the on-track danger out of mind, what if the true legacy of Riverside International Raceway is as an omen? What if it's not the first California circuit with a legendary status and iconic dirt track limits to fall to the pressures of a sterilized and encroaching suburban expansion? What if? But there's something about sim racing in particular that has always turned these what-if worries into what-if triumphs. What if American Raceways Incorporated hadn't folded? What if Riverside, along with icons like Texas World Speedway and Trenton Speedway, were still here? What if the track hadn't closed in 1989? What if we could take a modern IndyCar to this untamable racing wild? What if we could take 21st century speed to this relic of 1950s design? What if modern names like Joseph Newgarden and Scott Dixon had to wrangle their cars over the undulating pavement and full-throttle kinks of turns 2 through 6 like Sterling Moss had to in Formula One's 1960 US Grand Prix? What if Will Power and Pato O'Ward had to nail the line through the unforgiving and treacherous Turn 9 like Foyt and Weatherly had to on those fateful days? What if a modern IndyCar roared in full song down the multi-use drag strip that was incorporated by the track? What if 1983 wasn't the last time IndyCars toured this harsh motorsports canvas? What if we were right there racing alongside with them? What if?
Oh, golly. Anybody get dizzy yet? Pass. Oh! Figure out if I was the idiot or... That's it. We win. That was a lot of fun. That one.
Hey there folks, it's Season 1, Round 2 of my 2024 IndyCar AI Championship. It's the daunting Riverside International Raceway we'll be contending with, and the journey will be 30 laps, 100 miles. Given the AI can't correctly make pit stops in Assetto Corsa, the race distance is halved today, but we'll find a way to pack in just as much action, I'm sure. We don't have the fastest car under us today, managing to qualify only 21st, as you can see on the starting grid on the left. If we want to score points, we'll have to find a way to move forward in the field. Points leader and Homestead winner Scott McLaughlin nabbed pole for race 2 and has got a chance to jump off to an early extended lead in the points, which you can see displayed in the point standings on the right side of your screen. But for now, the 40-year wait is over and this race introduction is finished, so let's climb into our Vassar Sullivan IndyCar entry on the grid for a standing start at Riverside. Alright, we're on the grid, P21. Without any further ado, we're at Riverside, bringing it back. Let's get to it. And we're going to kind of stay in line here, not jump the start for the AI, but they should get going pretty quickly. Yeah, we qualified 21st, not exactly our best effort, but there's some good names around us back here too, like Joseph Newgarden, Marcus Ericsson, guys like that, as we're kind of getting shoved wide through the... Ooh. It's all right. Just take care of ourselves in the car. Now, since this is in Assetto Corsa, damage is off because pit stops are hopefully off. I actually forgot to test that entirely with the AI. They might come in around lap 12, even though there's no fuel or tire wear. And the reason for that is just the AI can't reliably pit in Assetto Corsa, or competitively, I should say. Sneak it up here. high danger racetrack here. Every corner is very high risk, high reward. Yeah, but the AI can't reliably pit in Assetto Corsa, at least not that I'm able to do yet. If that can change over the year. So we're doing 45 minutes here around, 30 laps. With no pit stops, which means damage is off. However, if I do something that we think would damage the car, I'll take a drive-through through the pits to kind of simulate the damage. One lap in the books at the classic Riverside International Speedway or Raceway, depending on what sources you look at. This section kind of reminds me of Coda, but it's much sketchier and therefore kind of a much more prominent test of a driver's ability. Coda's got that section, you know, the kind of soft kinks. This does too, but these are right on the edge. Everything on this track puts the car right on the edge. Even if you maximize grip, you're just, the car is dancing on this track. And it's a very dangerous dance. So we're sitting back here just outside the points. Even this is very sketchy. Ooh. Ooh, he's coming back up. Alright, we're gonna avoid it. That was Ericsson and gosh, one of the Shank cars. I don't know who that was. But yeah, the car is just so on edge at every part of this track. And I'll admit, I have the AI running a setup that is different. It's an earlier version of the setup than what I've developed for myself, but they are plenty fast.
Now would be a good time for me, Overdub Nifty, to chime in about the schedule. We finished round 1-1 at Homestead, of course. After Riverside, next up is going to be Mexico City. The uploads are about a week behind of the date listed. I'd rather be uploading on that date rather than recording, so I'll be working to catch up as best I can, but the intros are simultaneously fun to put together and a lot of work. So hopefully I can get more efficient and lower the turnaround time by the time the real IndyCar season rolls around. Since Homestead, I've made one schedule change, which is in the fall. I found a mod for the Baltimore Street Circuit. That much maligned street course is a personal favorite of mine in history, so finding a mod for it was great news for me. So Virginia's out, Baltimore's in. Other than that, no changes. And let's get back to the live action with Live Nifty.
Ooh, a little bit of contact between Palou and Malukas there. Fighting for 17th spot. We're going to try to insert ourselves into that fight. We could just get close enough to get some toe on this long back straightaway, I'm calling it. Probably still out of touch here. Now we're definitely close this lap to hang on to the draft. Lucas looked like he hit a bump there and skittered sideways. We're going to get the car up to full speed. No, actually, he's driving away. I gave myself a little bit longer of a sixth gear just to try and use the draft. Oh, he's losing the back end. You caught it. Well, we're here. Lots of cars ahead.
On your what? Still there.
Start with a lunge
Still
on
there.
the exit of that corner on Malukas.
Left side.
But he's gonna hold us off. Ooh. Going into the horseshoe, whatever you want to call it here. I don't know if they would call that a horseshoe. I'm sure after I record this and I make the intro video, I'll probably learn all the corner names. Either way, we did a good job to hang on to the car. Malukas did a good job to fend us off. Sparks flying as we head down what I think was used as a drag strip. Oh, following Newgarden's line, let us off the track a touch, okay. And Malukas is really loose coming through here. It's like a backwards oval turn right there.
Left side. Still there.
So precise if you go side by side through this section. Yellow flag, wonder what for. I still wonder what for. Maybe it's up ahead. Ah, there it is. McLaughlin. Points leader, last week's winner. Marooned on the inside of that turn right now. That'll probably be his day done. It's a big moment in the 2024 Nifty Car Championship there. Ah, I missed a shift. Yeah, not trying to take the absolute inside line off this turn. Miss Erickson splatters against the wall there. He's pretty fortunate we're not doing damage. Yeah, not taking the absolute inside line through that last turn is extremely important. Ooh, didn't hit that right. Ooh, we got carnage. We got a McLaren.
Still there.
And me and Newgarden came away taking most advantage of it as Pato got sideways, I think.
On your line.
We'll let Newgarden go by. I'm not in a hurry to skitter outside and run into him. So for all the success McLaren had at round 1 in Homestead, they're kind of anchoring the back of the field here.
On your right. Clear to the right. P17.
Yeah, see, now we had the draft there, but nowhere to go with it. You just get on the brakes so much later than I do. Got a good exit here, but can we get it before that little kink? This part reminds me of Mid-Ohio. We're 100% going to have to draft here. Ooh, he's going to hold us off, but he power slides through the last turn here. Pretty epic stuff from Joseph Newgarden there, fictionally speaking. But we're still right alongside. Like I was saying, going side by side through there is really sketchy. And when it doesn't work, you just got to kind of lock the car down like that. I say it never ends, though. Now we're under attack by Rossi. Oh, turn. Ooh, we got a good exit. Come on, make it stick. There we go. Oof. Didn't expect it there. Way better exit from that whole section than Malukas. We're going to kind of assert our authority, being ahead of him there so that he can't dive up the inside. Now we're pretty close to VK here. Let's see if we can get it in tow. Inside, making a pass way ahead of us. Pato Award dips a tire off. Man, VK is holding tough here. That was extremely nerve-wracking and fun at the same time. Going through that whole section side by side. You can hear the tires chattering. The pavement is so slippery and kind of wavy that it's hard to just get the car locked down for every turn. It's like a street course. We're ahead of VK, but we know he's going to stick it in here.
Right side. Clear right.
All right. Round goes to the Dutchman. Dutchman? Right?
16.
I wanted to make this season a little more difficult than the last time I did an IndyCar season. And to that end, you can chalk it up, if you prefer, to the Vassar Sullivan equipment, maybe, rather than the Ruse Sport equipment. If you want, fictionally speaking. Really, I just turned the difficulty up.
Still there. Clear left.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. He's barely hanging on to it. We're going to get a better exit, though.
Far left.
Here we go again, side by side.
Still there. Clear left. 15 place.
Don't actually know if I'm clear. Okay, now I am. Up to 15th, I'll take that. Here. Oh well. Award entirely off the track there. Nowhere for us to go with the run we've got. We'll just kind of hang around back here for now. Yeah, you put a tire out of line there, and you're catching the car, or else you're going for a spinning ride.
Left side. Hold your line.
Ooh, locking up the front right.
Still there.
Push to pass. This is what it's for.
Keep it steady. Clear left.
He's hanging on.
Watch out.
Somebody's off ahead. Looks like they're on the infield. It's Will Power. It's a devastating day for the Penske boys. Power and McLaughlin having problems.
13th place.
We are up to P13 with the benefit of that pass on Hunter Ray and Power sliding off. With 10 laps to go. Ah, we're running wide. No, get back on the track.
Right side. Clear right.
Push to pass to not lose any more spots.
Okay, but the next car is Riverside.
Car just wouldn't get stopped for me. Whoa. McLaughlin again. Something happened there between O'Ward and McLaughlin. Now we're all stuck together here. We brushed the wall, but I don't think there would have been any damage from that, to be honest. Probably just washed the paint off the tires there. But now we are driving a very hungry and mean pack. And we're going off the track doing it. That's not great. Push to pass, go! They're like all in a line here from 12th to 18th. Everybody wants a piece of 12th, which is me. We can start using push to pass now, though. Oof. I left him space, but he still hit the wall. It's like the road's got some crowning at the center line, even though that's not the racing line. Which is why I think it gets so hectic across that kind of first section there, where you're doing those small turns. I'm not sure he will go away. But we're holding off on using the push to pass. We're going to kind of come across Ferrucci. There's a slow car here. Kind of in the wrong spot. Well, maybe not. Fucking Ferrucci. All right, push to pass doing us some favors here. We got back up in front of Pato. I think 2 to go at the line here. Getting a hip check from Pato there. All right. 1 lap to go. The gloves are off. I guess that's how it's going to be. All right, 1 lap left. We're going to go on push to pass here. No, we're not. We can't. Still recharging. Ooh. I honestly didn't even mean to really give him that shove. There's other places we can try. All right, Pato's gone. He's found himself some speed. We're on the push to pass, but he's honestly kind of gapped us. So far, I don't think it's going to matter. Ooh, it's gonna be close. I have no idea if we got Pato or not. My hunch is we didn't. But either way, P12 or P13 at the historic Riverside International Raceway. I'll take that, honestly. Much less incident prone than I thought it was going to be. My recording says it was only 43 minutes. I meant to make it 45, so sorry about that. Came up a little bit short this time, fellas. And ladies. And anybody else? What's the next race? You know what? I do the post-race thing anyway. Just talk to Future Nifty.
Future Nifty here. Next up is Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City. Recapping this one, things worked out pretty dang well, I'd say. Penske had a bad day. Results are on your left, point standings are on your right. Links to the mods will be in the description below, but one thing I found very important with this mod was to make each AI driver's independent strength setting as tight to the rest of the field as the others. So normally I'd like to make the best driver's strength a 99, and if it was a field of 33 cars, the worst one would be 66. So the spread just independently for each driver would be 99 best, 66 worst. But as you saw with Ferrucci, there's a huge pace drop-off at a certain point with the strength setting. So in this case, I made the best driver 99 strength and the worst driver 85 strength. I also forced the AI to use a custom setup, which helps give them a little more speed, make them a little more competitive. Hit me up with any other questions below if you're looking for help with modding. I've been Nifty, you've been niftier for sticking around, and I'll see you next time in Mexico City.